there! Welcome back. And, oh look, somebody has, finally updated the picture. So yeah, just a quick recap. This is a challenge run where I am allowed to only use Astro Express characters and passengers, and every character must be unlocked through gameplay. Now, for the past few streams, we have been working towards unlocking a very specific character, and that is our healer, Ho-Ho. And, we're almost done. Let's just get in the game and get ready to begin. And what am I going to do after I unlock Ho-Ho? Well, actually, to be honest, I haven't thought quite that far. We'll figure that out. We will figure that out. But for now, let me just take that off the screen. And this is where we left off. Exastral Gathering 4. Talk to Gwenny and check the post asking for help. Yeah, before we begin, what happened since last stream? Well, since last stream, I have been working on actually getting Ho-Ho built so that I can actually use her right away without having to wait for too long. Now, I haven't actually tested her yet, and as you can see, I'm still a little short of the 10k mark, but 8k should already be pretty decent. Now, the outgoing healing boost could be higher, but even on my main, I don't really have it that high. The traces are acceptable, though it could be better. It's fine, well, don't worry about anything. And the relics are not quite updated, not quite perfect, but they are serviceable, should we say. Yeah, serviceable. That's pretty good. I'd say she's better built than some of my other characters. I mean, Trailblazer is still running purple shoes. So is March. And Serval is still running a blue relic. Because I don't really have a good option, everything else is from the wrong stat. But it's fine, there is a triple relic event, so I will be fixing that as we speak. I just need to write that down so that I do not forget. So that's the situation where we are at. And now let's begin. Ho-Ho is missing and we need to help her. Okay, Gwenny, any news? Yep. Well, Gwen needs your help. Well, something eerie has happened during our nightly adventure. The ghost hunting squad is facing its greatest crisis ever. One of our team members has gone missing ever since our ghost hunting mission a few days ago. We've searched everywhere, including her usual haunts, but we can't find a trace of her. If anyone has seen her, please contact Little Gui immediately. We're counting on you.
Everyone? 実はフォフォに報告を入れるはずだったメイサたちから今日はフォフォの姿が見えないって連絡があったの。正直に言って私はフォフォがどこに行ったのか見当もつかない。でもみんなで集まれば手がかりを整理することくらいはできると思って。
Did we notice anything about her? Well, it seems that something has been weighing on her mind a lot lately.
尻尾がいなくなってからフォフォはずっと塞ぎ込んでるみたいだった。
I mean, those two have been together forever. Well, for at least 40 years. No wonder there's no wonder if there's some sort of attachment from one side or the other. Or both.
そうだ。今日フォフォが尻尾の手がかりを見つけたって可能性はないかな。そうだとしたら 彼女の性格的に絶対尻尾を探しに行くと思うの。
Very likely.
でもフォフォはあなたたちにも私にも会いに来てない。
Look, that's weird.
仮にフォフォが何らかの手がかりを得たとしても、彼女の性格からして私たちに協力を求めるだろうし。でも彼女が私たちの誰にも何も告げていないとしたら、考えられる可能性は一つしかない。
Okay, who has kidnapped my daughter?
もう疑わしいやつの目星はついてるよ。フエンは唯一尻尾の行方を知ってる。尻尾のせいであと少しのところで失敗したフエンだけが。
Hanya will remember you saying that.
たとえフエンが知らなかったとしても、ここで一番悪巧みをしようとしてるのはあいつだしね。行こう。フエンを尋問して何か情報を引き出さないと。
And just like that, we begin. Foxian Dream, the final stretch. Now, Cirrus, we've had enough of you messing with us. Oh, and, I know it's a bit late asking this considering I've been doing this since Stream 1, but I hope you don't mind the pseudo role-playing I do in between all the gameplay and during the cutscenes. Oh look, the chest ghost is here. So yeah, if you like the Pathfinder, you can actually play it over here and get some rewards out of it. Cirrus?
虫がすごい勢いで飛んできた。ブーンブーン。
You little...
聞きたいことがあるなら好きに聞いて。フォフォがいなくなったの。あんた絶対なんか知ってるでしょ。自分たちの協力がうまくいかなくて仲間が離れたことにすら気づかなかったのに、なんで私の手を煩わせに来るかな。
Because you are the prime suspect. Yeah, we had a lot of Pathfinder when this was first coming out. That's true. That's definitely true. I think that was before they started making the events permanent. Or at least before they made temporary events with really good rewards that we were never able to get again. Yes, I am still feeling salty about the All Good Potion because darn it, that is a good item and the only account I have it on is my main. Because it was available for one event and never since. Poyo, bring back the All Good Potion. If you want to grant one wish for mine, just one wish and ignore everything else, bring back All Good Potion. Just kidding, I have several wishes I want granted, but that one is definitely at the top of the list. But I would not be willing to sacrifice every single other of my wishes for that one. No, no, no. But I would pay for it, though. Back to the game. You know, if she ever left without a word, it's because somebody was clearly putting some thoughts into her head that were her own, so you're the prime suspect. If anyone was going to deceive her, it's you.
中央市は完全にサインを滅することはできないけど、対処する手段ならある。その手段とやらが何かは知ってるけどね。私みたいに人質の命を盾にする悪者にはお前たちの脅しは耐えられない。仕方ないから教えてあげる。やっぱりお前たちが知らない間にあのおちびさんは尻尾がどこに行ったか知ってるかって聞きに来たの。少しだけ手がかりを教えてやったら あっという間に答えにたどり着いたみたい。
What did you tell her?
まあ結局いくら探しても何も見つからなかったみたいで、何度も私に頼みに来てたけど、あの恐怖をこらえて質問しようとする顔ときたら死ぬほど笑えたな。
You monster.
最後は面倒になって、尻尾は私みたいにバラバラになって何も覚えてない火種になっちゃったって言ったんだ。そしたらびっくりしすぎて顔面蒼白になってた。
Okay, Sirius, the previous beatings were clearly not enough. Don't you dare bully Wowo.
かわいそうになっちゃった。そんなに長々といじめたわけじゃないよ。ちゃんと尻尾は今竜雲渡しに隠れていて、精査に乗って泉州から逃げ出そうとしてるって。それから獣王子が今西洋を回収していることも教えてあげた。もしお前たちに助けを求めたりすれば、尻尾を見つけたとしても牢獄に入れられるって。おちびさんそれを信じたみたい。
Let me at her.
あなたは嘘をついてる。尻尾が一体どこに行ったのかあなたにわかるはずがない。他人の意見を聞き入れるってことを知らないの？どっちにしろ竜雲渡しでは私の同族がおちびさんを待ってるけどね。
That means,
お
Wowo's.
前たち友達を信用してないわけ？おちびさんは無事かもしれないし、その西洋に屈服させられてるかもしれない。今すぐ竜雲渡しに行けばおちびさんを見つけられるかも。こいつ二人とも早く竜雲渡しに行ってフォフォを探そう。
Yeah, let's go for her.
そういう仕事は後回しにしてあなたたちと一緒に行かないといけないみたい。
Nobody gets left behind. And after we were done, Sirius, you're getting another beating. Because clearly the ones I gave you so far were not enough. Don't you dare bully my daughter. No. You're not allowed to do that. I can barely tolerate Tail being mean to her, and he's just being a tsundere. Serious? No, nuh-uh. Not allowed. Whoa! Oh, oh no. Oh no. There she is.
どうしよう。すぐに探偵士の人を呼んでくる。落ち着いて、私が見てみるから。
Is she okay?
もしかしたら西洋に意識を奪われたのかも。
No. No. Okay, let's just give up. Should we try using the harmonic chime?
これは西洋が作り出した元凶の類じゃなくて、五感を封じ、人間を外部の情報から徹底的に遮断するためのもの。これじゃあ元凶に入り込めるヒスズも役に立たない。
Then what works?
これは探偵士の意志が対処できる状態じゃない。私はフォフォを獣王子に連れ帰って何か方法はないか探してみる。
Well, they better have an answer.
それから怪異対峙隊の任務は当分中止する。でも今は状況が変わったの。反岸の協力がなければみんなを危険にさらすことになる。それは隊を立ち上げた当初の目的から離れてしまう。でもカーンさん、今回の任務は私たちの友達を助けることだよ。みんなの焦る気持ちはわかる。でも今は獣王子に任せて。私たちには西洋を引っ張り出す方法があるから。カーンさん、正直に答えて。本当に獣王子には方法があるの？
Alright, back to Sirius.
それだ。フエンならきっと西洋が何をしたか知ってるもんね。ダメ。フエンは水泳にいながら私たちを少しずつ今の状況に追い込んだんだよ。あいつの意図がはっきりしないうちはもう言う通りにしない方がいい。方法がないわけじゃない。別の西洋に手伝ってもらってフォフの意識を奪っているやつを駆逐してもらえばいい。でも人に手を貸したいと思う西洋なんて。待って、カンアさん、どういう意味？
Yeah, I wonder what you'd mean. Is there, perhaps, something you've been keeping from us.
実は
What sleeves?
尻尾は私がここに収容してるの。
Okay, first of all, Hanya, how dare you deceive us all this time? And second of all, what sleeves? Which sleeve were you hiding that in? Your sleeves are skin tight. Where do you hide that? What sort of a 4D sleeve do you have? Definitely magical pocket dimension sleeves. But now that we are done processing the sleeves, Hanya, how dare you lie to me? You mean we've been on a wild goose chase all this time?
お娘、大げさに騒ぐんじゃねえ。
大げさ？フォフォはあんたのことでずっと思い悩んでたせいで悪者につけ込まれちゃったんだよ。この火だるま、一体どういうこと？まさかカーンさんずっと知ってたの？原則として外でうろついている採用は封印しなければならない。私は規則に従っただけ。それにこれは尻尾に頼まれてやったことだから。
話せば長くなるが、あの夜意識がバラバラになりそうになった瞬間、まるで時間が止まったみたいになったんだ。俺様は自分が両舷から別れ、あてもなくさまよってるところを見た。そして小娘に拾われるところを見た。それから俺はあっという間に獣王氏の反乱によって尻尾に封印されちまった。人間でいうところの開口変象ってやつか。西洋がこんな体験をするなんざ聞いたこともねえ。逃げ出したからには体を変えて自由を満喫しようと思ってたんだが。
Well, I'm guessing you were put right back in a gourd.
そこで運よく私に出会った。
運悪くこの鬼女じゃなくて反乱と出会っちまったんだ。
Watch your words, little puffball.
俺様がそばにいた時、あの泣き虫は俺様を毛嫌いしていつもどんだけ迷惑をかけられてるとか、今の生活がどんだけ嫌とか俺様みたいな強い上司を大事にしねえでいなくなった途端大泣きして後悔しても意味がねえ。俺様は愛する泣き声を聞きてえんだ。だから思い切ってこの鬼女じゃなくて反乱にひょうたんの中に入れてもらったってわけだ。
You're such a meanie.
あなたの願いは叶った。今また自由になれる機会をあげる。もちろんあなたが好き勝手するのを放っておくわけじゃない。すべてを元通りにするの。いい？
So what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, Tail?
尻尾、あなたを信じていいの？
俺様とお前は長い付き合いの同僚だろう。
Well,
安心して俺様に任せやがれ。
well, it has been 40 years.
つまり俺様があの泣き虫に取り付いて別の目障りなやつを食っちまえばいいんだな。
I hope I can trust you.
やっていいことと悪いことの区別がつかないバカに教えてやる。
Well, I don't have a choice. So, it's all up to you now, Tail.
俺様自ら妖魔退治をしてやろうじゃねえか。
ここはどこ？尻尾いるの？
So, this is a story section.
私取りつかれてる？尻尾なの？
As
きっと尻尾じゃない。尻尾はすごく傲慢で自分が取り付くのにふさわしい人間はそうそういないって言ってたもん。
don't sell yourself short!
うだうだ考えるのは
You're amazing!
これからどうすればいいのかな。
But yeah, this is a story section. So, as you can see, I have no access to basically any menu at all. So, think of this as just an interactive cutscene. I can't run, I can't do anything. All I can do is just walk forward and play through this. So, yeah, basically an interactive cutscene. where we go through basically Fofo's traumatic experiences.
これは幻覚？お母さん、なんでここにいるの？すごく会いたかった。こっちに来ないで。あなたはフォフォじゃない。私の娘なんかじゃない。あなたにはあの汚らわしいものがついてる。こっちに近づかないでちょうだい。
But Mom, it's me, Fofo.
でも、私は私だよ。操られたりなんかしてない。
Some mother.
嘘よ。いつの日か、あれはあなたの体を乗っ取る。ごめんなさい、フォフォ。私とお父さんはあなたを中央市に送り込むことしかできなかった。私たちのような親はいなかったと思ってちょうだい。
It's okay, Fofo. I'm your mother now. And that, seriously, Mother of the Year material right there. It's okay, Fofo. Don't cry. You're not alone. You are not alone.
あなたたち、フォフォの尻尾燃えちゃった。フォフォの尻尾花火みたい。
Dead brats.
化け物、こっちに来ないで。かわいそうなふりか。そういうやつが一番嫌いなんだよ。口が聞けないふりして黙ってる。やーい。化け物とは話さないもんね。早く行こう。私は化け物なんかじゃない。
Exactly. You are not. You are very far away from remotely being considered a monster. There's nothing monstrous about you. Seriously, this is why I don't like brats.
私どうすればいいの？尻尾。
And there's tail. But is that a real one or an illusion?
どうしてここに？あなたはとっくに。
はあ？
みんな私から離れてく。一体どうすればいいの？もう一人ぼっちは嫌だ。
You're not alone.
俺様は離れてねえだろ。
もう何も聞きたくない。尻尾。あなたがいなくなるところなんて見たくない。
お前本当に反乱か？それは西洋がお前の気持ちをかき乱してるだけだろ。シャキッとしやがれ。
みんな離れていっちゃう。みんな。
Oh, game, why will you not allow me to give this girl a hug?
みんな離れていっちゃう？簡単な話だ。俺様が全員連れ戻してやる。
Alright, Tail. Your job is to now find every single one of those things. And no locked door can stop me because I don't have a physical body. Now, where is that woman? Where is that sorry excuse of a mother? Seriously, where is that? There's that woman.
フォフォ、ごめんなさい。お父さんとお母さんはもういないものだと思ってね。
実の両親がここまで無情になれんのか。人間ってやつは。
Okay, there, she's brought back. Now for the rest. Should be behind this door. Okay, tail cannot interact with objects. Let's start over here. Pass through the door. Grab a brat number 1.
こいつをあの泣き虫のところに連れてってやらねえと。
なんでフォフォがそんなに注目されるんだ。僕が一番注目されるべきなのに。こうなったら孤立させてやる。
Jealousy is ugly.
力はよくわかんねえな。
Okay, take the rest. Okay, so then you're supposed to do this at the same time. Okay, Tail is quite skilled being able to possess 2 people at once. Although these aren't actually people, they are illusions. So I suppose it's easier.
みたいに光ってて気持ち悪い。
一口で食い殺してやろうか。
Kids are cruel, aren't they? Somebody even dares to be different and immediately the bullying starts. And ironically enough, there is the period during puberty when everybody tries to be different while inadvertently making themselves look exactly like their classmates. Oh well, let's not get into that. That's not the sort of topic we should get into right now.
おい、見やがれ。俺様が全員連れ戻してやったぜ。
何が戻ってきたの？
フォーフォー、私の可愛い娘。お父さんもお母さんもあなたを一人にするべきじゃなかったわ。フォーフォー、ごめん。お前の尻尾が僕よりかっこいいから嫉妬してたんだ。
Oh, just look at Tail putting words in their mouths.
フォーフォー、そのかっこいい尻尾になりたくて最近は夢にまで見るの。一緒に遊んでくれる？
みんな尻尾が取り付いて力ずくで連れてきたんでしょ。戻ってきてなんかない。
Tail, did you seriously think that Popo was that simple?
たくよ、なんであれ戻ってきてんだろうが。
尻尾、あなた幻覚じゃないの？本当の尻尾なの？
Well, I suppose it.
本当の尻尾戻ってきたんだ。
At least it sounds like it did work in a way, in a better way. She did sound kind of happy there.
今までどこに行ってたの？私てっきりあなたはもう。
Well, she sounds worried, relieved, and kind of happy.
もう死んだってか？本当に大変だったぜ。無数の断片にされちまって苦労してなんとかまた一つに戻ったんだ。お前と一緒にいた頃はずっと不幸な目に遭ってたんだから本当は逃げるつもりだったけど、お前が心配でわざわざ確認しに戻ってきてやったんだ。この育児なしが少しは進歩したのか？
少しも進歩してないと思う。
いや、それは過小評価しすぎだろう。これは進歩どころじゃねえ。あんな臆病だった奴が一人でこんな危険なことをするなんざ、むしろ大胆不敵になってんじゃねえか。お前は度胸じゃなくて脳みそが足りねえのかと思ったくらいだぜ。
Thank you very much, Tail, for finally dropping the act and admitting that you care. And yeah, it's exactly as you said. Popo is brave. Just because she's scared of everything doesn't mean she's not brave, because she acts in spite of the fear.
どうしようもなかったんだもん。フエンが私を騙してるのは分かってたけど、この機会を逃したらもう見つからないかもって思って。
Oh, somebody give this girl head pats.
その話はやめろ。おい泣き虫、 こいつらがお前から離れていったのは本当に俺様が原因なのか？
But at least you're back now, right?
少なくとも今尻尾は戻ってきてくれた。だからもう十分。
お前がそう言うなら俺様も気にしねえからな。はあ、また大騒ぎを起こしたりしないようにやっぱり俺様が見といてやんねえと。そうだ、まだ面倒事が残ってたな。こそこそ隠れてる際よ、今すぐ出てきやがれ。逃げられると思ってんじゃねえぞ。
And there's a little troublemaker.
大したことないね。逃がさない。
またそれか。It's showtime! コラボスタート。
Alright. Now focus and keep an eye on
試す時だ。
the special mechanic.
アドリブで。
盛り上がってるじゃん。もっと。ついてないね。
Right now. Let's go for a Trailblazer.
見せてやろう。ひょうたんの
Grab that flame.
すっきりした。
There's no need for heals. So just gain an SP.
殴ったね。
ドリームカムトゥルー。
Go for a Trailblazer. Next is Serval, and I'm going to go from Serval directly to trying to freeze everyone with Marcho's ultimate.
乗ってる？
たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきをくらえ。
And that's 2 out of 2. Special mechanic actually gives you a shield, so I don't need to spend SP to protect myself as much.
よいしょ。
逃がさない。己を解き
Oh
放
no,
つ
you
準備
don't.
はいい？
That's my flame. I'm not giving it to you.
反抗、陽動、霊
テンポが乱れたか。It's showtime!
Actually, let's give us some break.
アドリブで。
この
I
曲
should be able to deal with this very quickly.
ついてないね。
ドリームカムトゥルー。
This would actually do it.
乗ってる？
Yep, that was nice and quick. Thanks for the rewards. And now everybody's spawning again.
尻尾の手術大成功じゃん。
And that's an operation as in surgery. As in, I think that has actually been in there long enough.
カーン様、ケンナイフンさん、スショウさん、それにナナシビトさん。
Exactly, everybody's here. Everybody is worried about you. And we are all very, very glad that you're okay.
みんなありがとう。みんなが尻尾を連れ戻してくれたの。
Well, actually, your friend here did a little bit of backstabbing.
このくらいなんでもないよ。フォフは私たちの隊長なんだから助けるのは当たり前でしょ。
But she did give him back in the end. But she really could have... She could have done it sooner.
お、あの泣き虫が隊長になったのか。すげえじゃねえか。ケナイフンさんがそう呼んでるだけだから。
尻尾って本当にフォフォの尻尾だったんだね。
あ？何言ってんだ？
フエンは尻尾がフォフォのそばに戻ったなんて思ってもない。これで半眼を人質にする計画は完全に失敗した。フォフォが目の前に現れたらあいつの闘志もそげると思う。
Then how about we go to her and break that will? That would be rather nice, wouldn't it? As if Sirius hasn't given us enough trouble.
カーン様、水泳から緊急連絡が。振幅した
Oh no, they're not.
フエンは尻尾がどこにいるかは知らなかったけど、人の注意をそらす方法は思いついてたみたい。
Huh. This was definitely a ruse to divert our attention.
フエンは無鉄砲に見えて、実際は狡猾なやつだった。あいつ、よく人を駒、状況を危局に例えていたけど、私たちうっかり追い詰められたみたい。慶元将軍が先延ばしに従ってた終盤が前倒しになった。師匠、新作府に行って将軍様を呼んできてくれる。私たちは今すぐ水園に戻ってフエンに一曲付き合おう。取り返しのつかないことになる前に。
Okay, to teach that one final lesson. A lesson that they will not forget. But before we begin... Oh! Right.
こうご期待。
Just get some buffs up.
一子同時にな。
Not that there will be much use, but we'll see if they're even going to be active in the combat.
あれ、ノロマナ重帽子のハンガーやっと来たんだ。おやおや、これはしっぽ様。また番犬に戻ったんだね。おめでとう。残念だけど前回の教訓を得てお前を私の計画に組み込むことはやめたの。両元の最も強い断片でも余計な感情を持っちゃったらただのゴミでしかないからね。
誰がゴミだって？
He's not expendable, he's just on our side.
中央市の陣がある以上、西洋は水園から離れることはできない。あなたが得策だと思ってる一手は追い詰められた獣の悪あがきに過ぎないと思うけど。
私はここを離れようなんて思ったことないけど、航路の中から目覚め水園に来た目的はただ一つ。ラフの将軍と戦うこと。お前たちの将軍は官兵の刑が好きみたいだから、それに合わせてお前たちのために計画を立て西洋をここに集めさせ私の力にしたってわけ。
And you seriously think that is going to be enough? Are you?
お前たちのおかげで私は水園に集められた西洋の力を吸収することができた。これで準備は整った。あとは将軍が来るのを待つだけ。
Don't forget that per terms of the agreement, you've got to beat me first.
その前に約束通りお前たち増票を皆殺しにしてやる。
Now it's time for this annoying little fight. But yeah, Cirrus has a special ability that can cause the enemies to immediately take action. Which makes this very likely, so you always want to keep an ult available when you can. No, we stole that. That was actually a bit of a fat finger. That was too soon.
ショータイム。コラボスタート。
Guess I'll have to take Serval then. I need to focus and be careful.
反抗、陽動、霊落。チームワークを試すとき
You
だ。
just had
ド
to.
リームカムトゥルー。
Well, we're fine. We are still fine.
乗ってる？
直してやろうか。
That was Bylus. Unfortunately, this is actually a really bad situation because the only character that can cleanse is March and she's out of commission.
これは
ないね。
So she is going to get that Fiend Flyer.
何回倒しても元に戻っちゃう。尻尾どうすればいいの？
安心しろ。西洋には形がないが、形あるものに倒せないわけじゃねえ。フエンは無理してるだけだ。一度でも自分が精神的に負けたと思えば、どんなに強い西洋でもまた集約するのは難しい。
それって両元と将軍の戦いの時と同じように、西洋が負ける定めを意識すれば形も崩れるってこと？
そうだ。今あいつを本当の意味で潰せるのは一人しかいね
やっと来た
Oh,
んだ。
looks like the generals arrived.
ラフの将軍、ようやく私と対局する気になった？
本営までたどり着けたら当時の戦いを再開する。一度言ったことは必ず守ろう。ただ前に言ったように東行と両元、当時交戦した双方の力は互角だった。しかしこの対局においては最初から公平ではない。私の実力は君よりもずっと上だからな。規則厳守も互角も騎士がよく見る幻覚だ。私が終盤の戦い方を教えてあげよう。
Oh. Uh-oh, Sarah's, you're in trouble.
チームワークを試
Oh,
す時だ。
looks like that also works to steal Fiend Flyers.
アドリブで。この曲はあんたに。もっと。
Now let's focus. Nope.
またそれか。It's show time. コラボスタート。
Why did they always attack March?
重傷じゃの。
I can't wait until I have a healer that can actually cleanse damage. Because Bailu cannot remove status conditions.
ドリームカムトゥルー。
Oh well, two can play that game.
盛り上がってるじゃん。乗ってる？己を解き放つ準備はいい？反抗、陽動、霊落。
And that's the first wave. And as you can see, this is how Cirrus works. You defeat her. You defeat the pawns, summon on the field, and Cirrus take damage as a result of that.
アドリブで。
And now, well, there's only one thing I can do. You check the field occasionally. I think I'll get some protection on. Heal that one. And do some healing in the
コ
process.
ンビネーション。
This was a bit of a 2-in-1. And you've outstayed your welcome. So please go away.
逃がさない。It's show コラボスタート。
Well, at least it wasn't March this time. Good thing I have that ultimate ready. No, we did get some freezes, thankfully. Now then...
ドリームカムトゥルー。
Yep, let's do that. Then... Well, I'd say, those guys could get in prison. Just a quick whack with a tail. There. This will not break, but it will be very close. And I'll be aiming to grab that upcoming Fiend Fire with Serval afterwards. And this will break. Even the general is telling you to surrender. You have like a third of your strength left. You're going down. You're going down quickly. No, I need to work towards an ultimate. Any ultimate. So I suppose that's... Yeah, that's bad. Or not. We are quite okay. Now somebody hit Bailu. I said Bailu. Should have done it sooner. Let's just heal up. I sure know that nasty status condition, will you? And with that, we get the Fiend Fire, and we can actually go for... Or... So now they are imprisoned. Just broke one, killed another. Grab that Fiend Fire early. And use Serval for the next one. But now it's still too early, so let's not. And that's over. That's it, it's over. It's over. We won. Nope. It's not over. How did you survive that? There, now it's over. Now let's sit back and watch. This is awesome. You thought you stood a chance. He's not the general of Shenzhen Lapa for nothing. It is also a very brutal punishment if you think about it.
西洋は待ち続ける。再び自由を取り戻せる日を。その日は必ず訪れる。泉州の将軍が存在する限り、私は泉州の将軍と戦い続ける。星が
This was certainly a piece of work, but now it is finally over. Hey, General. Thanks for that.
不縁の戦意は瓦解した。もう騒ぎを起こしたりはしないだろう。この件は解決したようだから、私もそろそろ行くとする。
Thanks for sitting in, General.
果たすべき責務を果たしただけだ。それにフエンとの約束があったからね。この採用は簡単に消えたりしないだろう。十分な時間があれば逃げ出せる確率がどんなに低くともまた封印から逃れるに違いない。この両元の断片はあと何人のラフの将軍と矛を交えることになるのだろうと考えると、一介の武人として少し羨ましくなる。
Well, it would have been a little easier if you had stepped in from the start.
採用は君たちが手を焼くほどのものではないと思ったんだ。それに君たちはそれぞれ今回の事件から得たものがある。今回の外出は公務ではないから作詞たちには何も伝えていない。後のことは獣王氏が処理する。それが終わったらこの場にいる公職の者たちは皆相応の報奨を受けるだろう。もちろん君とケイナイフン殿もだ。ほら、ラフの将軍は礼儀を欠くようなことはしない。さて、これ以上長いはできないから私は先に行くとしよう。
Well, thank you very much for your generosity. And don't forget to stop by the Express for a much needed break every once in a while. Now then, Hanya, where is this way? Oh, let's just take a shortcut. Let's not just run around like we're lost when we might as well just teleport to location. Oh, there you are, Hanya, and Fofo is with you, I see.
来たんだ。さっきフォフォのために尻尾の封印を書き直したの。次はフエンのことを処理するつもり。
So, I take it Mr. Tail here chose to be sealed once again.
お前は分かってねえな。これは俺様と獣王氏が結んだ相互不可侵契約だ。
You just did not want to be sealed inside a court for a very long time.
獣王氏の戒律でもやっぱり西洋の尻尾は暗眼の管理下にあるべきだって。だから尻尾のことは私に任せて。
どっちが管理される側かはまだわかんねえけどな。
Oh, just admit that you're attached already. No need to be shy about it.
それに尻尾がいないと他の西洋が私をいじめてくるから尻尾がいた方が安心だしね。
Oh, there it is. At least one of them is being honest.
俺様がいるときは俺様がお前をいじめるからな。
ともかくフエンのことは私に任せて。ラフ雑草についてはこれまでと同じように改変する必要がある。それから西洋を側系大蛇人に封印するのを忘れないように。
わかりました。
Okay, it's time to cast Cirrus themselves into the suppression tower. Oh, those two are here apparently. Looks like they're spending some quality mother-daughter time together. Even if it is work. Well then, I'll just make a run for it. Or, do I need to? No, I don't need to. I can just go around. And then, I need to make a run for it. Oh, you can't catch me! Lost me! That was close. Did you see how close that lens came to actually hitting me? Oh well. Here we are. The suppression tower. Foxian tomb. Where Cirrus will be cast into for the foreseeable future. Well, perhaps she was just worried about you. Worried that you might be neglecting your duties. Although, if you think about it, what you said was very unbelievable. So, can you blame her?
西洋から選手を守るよりも大事なことがあるの？スーちゃんはすごいよ。寝てようと起きてようとラフで我らがスーちゃんより頼りになる人はいない。あ、そうだ。ラフザストに今回のネタをどうやって書けばいいか一緒に考えてくれない？今回は大ニュースだからフォロワー数の増加もこの記事にかかってるんだ。ケイちゃんってフォロワー数を増やすことしか頭にないんだね。これが職業意識ってやつなの。この前と同じで今回もあんたに任せたからね、リスナー。
Okay, this is actually a 2-in-1 ceiling. We have the Heliobus that originally possessed Wolfwall, and then we have Cirrus. Let's see, which should I go with? The breaking news would be Unreal Ancient Evil Awakened. Ghost Hunting Squad recounts near-death experience. Well, scary. Mythopedia, this is what you should do with unknown mushrooms. Spoiler alert, don't eat them. Yeah, don't eat the mushrooms. But the Hada Scoops, work tortures her. See how this young girl broke free. Let's go with the near-death experience.
これで怪異対峙隊の仕事は終わり。獣王氏の反乱として西洋による被害を最小限に抑えるために連日努力してくれたことに感謝してる。取り逃がした西洋もいるかもしれないけど大した問題じゃない。
もし取り逃した西洋がいたらそれも私たちに任せて。自画自賛するわけじゃないけど私たちがラフザストに載せた内容はもうすごい話題になってるの。
K ナイフン
K ナイフンさんに続けさせてあげてください。私も寝る前にラフザストを見ないと眠れなくて。
みんながそう言うなら私に更新を止めさせる権限はないし続けても構わないけど、でも
安心して獣王氏の仕事を増やしたりはしないから。
And let's just sync up our intel just as usual. Yeah, he's cool. He's cool every time. Does Tail have an opinion about pictures? Oh, he's not interested. And here is the Foxian dream completion. Visitor verification. With this, Wolf is officially unlocked. Just hold on. Just a second. Allow me to just quickly do a small little edit. Right there. And with that, we also got more side quests if we are interested. So I can still continue the ghost hunting expedition if we so desire. But before we do, there's a bit of a change that I would like to make to my team composition. And there she is. Isn't she just perfect? If your thoughts are to the contrary, don't say anything. Now, it is absolutely not required to continue the ghost hunting stories from this point on, as the story is, with this, complete. Well, we do have a waffle. How about we start by taking this team up for a spin? Now, which battle should I go for? Now, as you can see, she's not fully built yet. There's still some room for improvement, but as you can also see, money is very much an issue. But now I can use a lot more characters. If you think about it, I could be able to build two very strong teams. Let's just take a look at that, shall we? Why is that team number 3? Okay, I'm going to need to focus a bit. Let's do a quick climb up. Now it's going to be difficult on the sustains. But it is technically possible already to make 2 teams. It's just I don't have. Okay, Misha's going to be the main DPS. Now the recommended lineup should be off, because I can't really take advantage of every single build, but as you can see, there are a lot more options than just that. But if we don't want overlap, we're gonna have March on the other team, so we can't put her here. Can put Bronio for support. Well, technically we can make something like that, and it might work. It's really difficult to build 2 teams with. a very limited character roster, but I do want to take this team for a spin. Now, Cyril still has some room for improvement. Like a lot of room for improvement. But that does not stop me from wanting to try her out. So, let's try. Let's just try. And see if we can get out of our roadblock. Well, it may not be possible. But I want to believe. I want to at least try to see if we can. But before we do, our team needs to be in a very specific order, otherwise I'm going to get confused. Or, no, that's fine. That's fine. That'll be fine. Reset. Otherwise, I will have to use the old team. We've seen these. Even though it's been a while, we have seen those. So now let's put the... Oh, wait, that's... right. I almost forgot. That's the buff. The buff is not that... It's not that kind of buff. But one thing that we can do immediately to increase our chances of victory is energy. Now, which consumables were the energy ones? Region. Unfortunately, I don't have very many good ones. Again, please, Hoyle, bring back the old good potion. That should be enough. Now that I think about it, that's actually something I should do. There's another energy consumable that is a lot cheaper to make than the potions. Or should I say, the drinks. Because while you can synthesize them, I don't have a recipe, I need to... Or maybe I do, it's just that we are in a special mode that we can't. And you can craft them, but they are quite expensive. But there is an item that is cheaper to make that is basically equivalent to the regular energy drink. It's just that it requires to do the Ruan Maze quest line to earn. But that is something that can be considered. Now let's see if we can actually even do this. Now with Huohuo as a healer, you need to make sure that she has stacks. Because as long as she has stacks, every single ult is a heal. So we're going to use a skill there to make sure she doesn't run out. And her ultimate gives an attack boost and recharges energy. Let's see if we can freeze those ones. And get some super break going. Oh, Serval's ult should break. which will give me a shield. I just wish I had more DPS. Okay, she has stacks, so we can just go with the base attack. Oh no, you don't. And there goes the status condition. Oh, and unlike Bailu, Fuoco can actually cleanse status conditions. Goes with a skill and just like getting a turn. Alright, Fuoco's stats are now 1, so I need to actually be more frugal with my skill points. Okay, I should hurry up and break that one. But I also need to apply some protection to the rest of the team. Now March cannot break. But it's not that big of a deal. Yet. Okay, looks like that shield was very important. And now we're going from ultimate to ultimate. And that ultimate also restores the stats. So now we don't actually need to use a skill to heal. Instead, focus on breaking the opponent and gain that temporary shield. Protect Serval because she does not have HP for anything. Just advance forward. This is quite slow, but we are managing. Hey, how dare you? That's fine, thank you very much for the ultimate. And let's just take care of that one, shall we? Now this is actually not good, not optimal. But we're okay. At least I like to think we are still okay. Let's go with the base attack. And Serval can deal. Can use a skill. I think we're fine. Or not. Yeah, Serval needs protection there. Instead, let's rely on ultimates for heals. And now let's get that Emperor Shield on a break. Let's see if I can actually. It would be good if we could break it twice. Now, until now, surviving entry to the second phase has been the challenge to beat. Okay, Serval Shield is still fine. Let's just give Trailblazer Shield while we still have a chance. Though it is interesting that all of a sudden nobody cares about Serval or the Trailblazer even though they're taunted. Because Volvo's on the team and apparently Foxians have the highest taunt. Even though that is actually an illusion. Just because Taeyun gets attacked the most does not mean that... just because it feels like Taeyun gets attacked the most does not mean that it's actually happening. In fact, I actually did empirically test the Foxian taunt and came to a conclusion that it does not exist. So, just because I've proven that Foxian taunt does not exist does not mean people will stop believing in it. Though it's also true that I didn't upload the results anywhere. Maybe I should. Though I don't have every single Foxian on this account. I do have every single Foxian on my main though. So, I'm not sure if I want footage from my main all over the place. I'd rather not actually be tied to it at all. Since it is very much my personal account. Something to think about. I think we're fine. Save that. Okay, thanks for the ultimate. Okay, do I need to heal? Not yet. I can get a shield up. No, let's just go with the base attack. March can do the backup shield. Let's see if I can apply freeze and slow down the opponents just a little bit. Okay, Volvo needs stacks, but we are good. We can just go for base attack. Do the ultimate. Focus on launching ultimate every single time. You possibly... Well, this time Serval actually has March's shield, so the tone is higher. Okay, now give me a shield. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Stop, stop, stop. March to the rescue. That was scary. But we're good. We are good. We are still good. Just 50 more %. Well, it takes the entire Marsh's shield just to tank that. Which is part that makes this very scary. Okay, we are going to be at full health, but the thing is, we kind of need that shield that we can get from here. Right, let's just go for base attack. Refresh whole for stacks with that. March is, let's just go for a base. Something is immune to freeze, unfortunately. Okay, are we still good? Now, this is basically the point where we'll see if this is better or worse than we were before. Can we survive the shift to phase 2? Even with the health of everything we can get. We don't survive this. We made it! We survived! Stop, 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 stop. Okay, we are alive. We are in the second phase and we are alive. And now we have to fight against that. Because that is utter BS. The fact that this is a break-based battle and you are stopping me from breaking is complete BS. But, regardless, the fact that we even made it this far is already a good sign. Even considering that the team is not perfectly built, Serval in particular has a lot of room for improvement. And we are basically doing chip damage. I'm gonna have to heal. Unfortunately, full force energy regen rate is not as high as I would like. The subsets of the relics need work. Stop! Whatever you do, don't do that, Serval. Don't hit Serval no matter what you do. Yeah, Serval needs all the help she can get just to survive. Oh. Oh, looks like we survived that. But damn, that thing does a lot of damage. But I could definitely use... One thing I could definitely use is a better tank. I don't think he can survive the next stage. Oh, come on! I hadn't even broken through the first layer yet! What does this game have against me making progress? Now this time I actually do need to heal. I've done next to no damage to this boss whatsoever. I can't get that shield down because I don't have the DPS. And I don't have the skill points because I need to focus on keeping Serval alive. The second phase is brutal. It's evil. This is pure evil. You've got to be kidding me. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. We're done. So this is definitely a DPS wall. Well, there is still something I can do, but it's gonna be very much more difficult. Because it's not like I don't have another character with a high DPS. Circle's attack is 2500, and she has a very much a garbage tier cone, simply because out of the ones that I have, that one actually gives her the biggest bonus. But I need to use a character that can break, which is either imaginary, lightning, or what was the third one? Can't remember. But it was not ice. I could try a slightly better attack, but it comes at the expense of being extremely SP hungry. Now, I do believe that out of my characters, Serval is the one to go with, but she needs improvement. Now, this is actually not the recommended relic set for her. The recommended is actually, for some reason, the wind set. But that's because it provides speed. Well, I went for higher lightning damage. But it doesn't change the fact that over here we have absolute garbage. Look, these are okay, but this is garbage. So that's the one part I can improve. For the light cone, there are better options. Like, this isn't even on the list of the good serval cones, but because I just don't have that many good ones. Oh, do I actually have the seriousness of breakfast? That increases the attack. This increases damage from the ultimate, but this increases the overall attack damage. Now, the ideal would be Serval's own cone. But, the thing is, this boosts the ultimate by 56%. This one increases it by 32. Plus it grants 20 energy on entry, but this is basically trivial. Trivial, and you can use items to get past it, so the ultimate bonus is lower. It has better base stat, but it also has a lower return. Oh, Janus' response cannot be claimed, and this one I don't have the units for that. I mean, we can try to give Serval her cone. Now, it's not leveled up. Let's see if we can enhance it. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I don't think I have any materials for that. Yep, and there's the wall. There's the wall. There's the wall. Not happening. Not happening. At least not right now. No, in an ideal world, I'd have a better tank, but the only other tank I have I can't use. Yeah, but in the end, everything comes down to farming. That is, if you can farm. That is only if you can actually farm. Since what I need is the light cone energy. And you get light cone energy by salvaging light cones, and you get light cones by pulling the gacha. So I'll not exactly pay to win It's kind of brutal. Now I could, if I wanted to, spend some of my tickets, but I do not really have a character that I would benefit from immediately. Silverwolf is a character I could use in the long run, but it's going to take forever. It's better for me to think of this is a long-term goal, but before we give up for good, we can still try. Actually using some items to get an edge. Let's see if we can... Which one would be the best? Yep, that's the one. There is quite literally no downside, because there's no way we could beat them in one turn anyway. Okay, defense and attack resistance is good. One more try. Get those buffs off as soon as we can. And just for fun, if I do lose this, I will try with Danhang as well. He's way too SP hungry for this team. So that's gonna be the joke run. But if it does end up being the one that does it, then... well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Now he was actually my main DPS in this fight when I did... yeah, the fire was the last one. But yeah, as I was saying, Danhang Invader Luna was my main DPS when I was fighting this for the first time on my main account. But I had something that this account did not have at the time as well. And that something was Aventurine. One of the best tanks, actually at the time, the best tank in the game. So all of this was trivial to tank. I didn't have to be very frugal with the shield. I could just focus on the attack, and the shield would just stay on most of the time. But on this account, I don't have to. In fact, I don't have the luxury of Aventurine. So even if he had a rerun tomorrow, I would not be able to benefit from it. He does trivialize a lot of things. The other fight Aventurine trivializes is, funnily enough, all the way to Furious. Now, it is a bit of a spoiler, but there is one fight where the mechanic would normally give you a lot of trouble. But having a Venturine on the team trivializes it because he's constantly using his follow-up attack. So the shield doesn't go down, while the opponent does eventually go down, and you can completely, I mean completely ignore the gimmick.
盛り上がってるじゃん。
Just because you have a Venturine. He's overpowered. He's still overpowered. Some people say he's fallen off, but he's still a very powerful shielder. He's another one of those characters. If you have a Venturine and you're struggling, then how bad is your build? And not just a Venturine build. In my case, I'm struggling because my DPS is trash. Now I really do hope that the next rerun actually gives me something useful. Like, I don't know. General? Yeah, that's good. Could you please give Jin Yuan a rerun, please? I could really use a stronger attacker than Serval. That also gives me break. It'll be very, very, very nice. Now who else would I be able to use who would actually improve my chances of this? Whose rerun do I want, ultimately? I mean, I could unlock Yumi pretty quickly, but she's a physical, so she doesn't break. A Cube would not help, because I cannot unlock Cube before clearing this fight. But yeah, I think Jin Yuan is quite genuinely the best pick of my options. So yeah, Jin Yuan rerun would be great. It would be one of those things that makes or breaks this challenge. But though in my case, the thing that I need the most is exactly that, a new DPS, and Jin Yuan is a DPS, and he's a really good DPS considering what I have to play with. Since the really, really, really powerful DPSs are locked behind tons and tons of story progress. Though there's also one other fact that is in my way, and that is my absolute refusal to use easy mode. Because if I did enter easy mode, I would have won this already. But my stupid pride will not allow me to take that shortcut. And over here, an erudition character that can break is really good at this fight. Okay, we are actually out of full stats, so do you mind all attacking her so that I can get her ultimate off?
スを合わせるぞ。アドリブで。
Get 24% left. The first wave is pretty much guaranteed with this team, apparently. And it is a real shame that you cannot skip waves. But you actually do have to play through everything properly. We are still gate. So I have to say, this is kind of unfortunate that my Fofo is only E1. But, I mean E0. There are no Eidolons there. So I don't have access to her second Eidolon bonus, which would be Resurrection. She'd quite literally be replacing Bailu. Or obsoleting Bailu, I should say. For the moment, though, Bailu does have a role, being a very strong healer. And if I have a fight where being able to get that second chance is more valuable than everything else Volvo brings to the table, it's something worth thinking about. Oh, I do need Volvo stacks. Let's get myself a shield. Going to need those stacks. Unfortunately, we are out of that special shield now because the enemies keep attacking us. Just likely we are going to go to the second wave without extra protection. I can't believe that one actually works. Okay, so the second wave is not a guarantee. But well, as I said, just for shits and giggles. No, then should I? I'll stick with Harmony. It's gonna be a bit tricky, but I'll stick with Harmony. So no items. An absolutely unsuitable DPS for this fight. And some really, really weird ideas. But this actually does require some extra thinking. Specifically because the DPS is so atrociously SP ravenous. Which means I need to save every single bit of SP that I can save. Because I have an SP Ravenous Glass Cannon to keep alive. Yeah, she does at least help with that ult. That's good. So far, so good. Save that. Put up the stack. Ow. But now I don't have any points for the shield. Now... that should work. Then we'll do a base attack. Marshall will put on the shield. Well, that gave me the ult at least. And March's ult as well. Though I do wonder if I switch the Trailblazer to Preservation to get a more permanent shield, would that actually help? Or would it be more of a hindrance? Ow. Ow. This is what makes glass cannons difficult. Sustaining them is a pain. And a struggle. Nope, let's keep your fingers off the skill button. You need every single SP for one man and one man only. So I have to admit, the Preservation Trailblazer shield probably cannot do the trick. Oh no, you did not. Not that it really matters. We'll be fine, that will just clear away now. Save an SP there. Well, we made it to the halfway point at least. Which isn't much, but it's progress. Then again, the first phase is not really that difficult. It's the second phase that is a killer. No, I still have a shield. We're gonna lose that shield. Still had it. Okay, now we are actually going to heal.
ナイスコンビネーション。またそれか。
It's going to cut into the SP budget, but it's fine.
戦輪総理世を注が。
Just grab the shield for myself. And buy some time.
ペースを合わせるぞ。
たまにはマジうちのとっておきをくらえ。逃がさない。
Okay, so you want me to break that.
飲んだ。
殴ったね。
Well, there was one break. Not sure if it's enough though. Take that as a no.
逃がさない。いや、たまには真面目うちのとっておきをくらえ。
Okay, everybody is at full HP for now.
つもりはなかった。戦輪総理世を注が。
Now we get that temporary shield. A 40%. It's not gonna last, but it's there. And the hard part is it is actually kind of vital for me to have that special shield for. Entering the second phase, and it looks like my full was out of stacks there. It's okay, the delay is good. As weird as it sounds, the delay is good.
たまには真面目うちのとっておきをくらえ。
ペースを合わせるぞ。
Because it gives me time to gather SP. And time to break break the boss without actually defeating the boss.
ショーコラボスタート。
Okay, what I do know is that Donald's gonna need a shield.
健康
And I'm going to need that to be in as close to full power as possible.
殴ったね。
戦輪総理世を注が。
Which apparently is not happening.
たまには真面目うちのとっておきをくらえ。
Oh well, I guess we can just go for it and see.
うちの出番。逃がさない。
Okay, Full is okay, but I don't want to accidentally take the boss down with her.
ナイスコンビネーション。
So instead, refresh the stats. And this should be what I need to survive the second phase.
示すんです。
And I survived.
私にとってそれは無義なのでしょうか。
But now we start with the garbage.
たまには真面目うちのとっておきをくらえ。
Okay, whole stacks are good. So just make sure we get this ultimate off.
コラボスタート。
I'm going to save that SP.
戦輪を権限した。総理世を注が。
I really wish I had Japard. And we lost. Yeah, lack of a good shield is a problem. Definitely. You know, I do know it's not absolutely necessary. But it doesn't look like it's going to be very easy. Now, even if I did transform the Trailblazer to preservation for survivability, unfortunately, his shield is not that strong. But damn, do I not want to stay stuck in this fight forever. Like, I really wish I could just, you know, get it over with. Like, why am I even stuck in this fight? I should be done with it a long time ago. This should not be that difficult. Now, did that difficulty spike really impact me that much? So much so that no character can actually survive. Well, it is true that this is kind of a crap build. And while I could do better on some parts, I would actually need to upgrade the boots, and I don't have the materials for doing that. So yeah, it feels like the path of victory does exist, but it's really difficult. I'm going to need to grind relics like crazy over the next week and take full advantage of the triple drop event that is going on as we speak. So let's just return to this later. It's annoying, like, really annoying. I genuinely wish I could just switch on easy mode and get it over with, but my silly pride will not allow me to do that. It's not like we have any other characters we can unlock that would actually make this easier. Oh, I wish I could use you. I really wish I could use you, but you are not available to me until Amphorius. Play it late, Amphorius. So my only hope for a healer is Japard, and that is so far away. Even if I could scour together a temple, how far away am I from a guarantee? Okay, that's 66 points towards pity, so I'm approaching a soft pity on a 5-star. A 5-star. And about halfway through a guarantee, and I can already say there can only be one. Now, when it comes to story progress, there is very little I can actually do. In fact, I actually wonder if I can't do this, then can I even do the Ron Lake questline that I would need to do in order to unlock that energy item? Because the boss over there is the bug, and the bug hits hard. The bug hits very hard. I definitely don't want to waste any of my holes that I have available. Oh well. If this is gonna be no-go, then what should I should I do in the meantime? Yeah, it won't hurt to try, I suppose. But it's also a break-based battle. A break-based battle where the opponent gets stronger as the fight goes on, but I suppose it does unlock new territory. Oh wait. I don't have to guess. I completely forgot. This is a modern tutorial. I don't have to guess. I don't have to guess anything. I can just practice ahead of time, because it's not like we're going to get to this fight anytime soon. I can just practice it. I won't do it now, but I can do it. Now, there are other things that I would definitely like to try on this account. One of them is seeing if I can unlock the Echo War. It's probably not happening, but would be interested in seeing if I can. I mean, not Echo War, the Memory of Chaos. Sorry. As I'm still fairly far away from the Memory of Chaos.
そういえば最近デイさんと話してないな。
Just ignore that.
何してるか見に。
Every time I arrive here, I get that. So yeah, I am this close to unlocking Memory of Chaos, which is a new way to unlocks a new way to grind jades. But I'm still very far from actually completing anything. It does allow me access to more Lycones. And if I can get those, then I'll finally unlock the Trailblazer outfit. But that's for later. Speaking of, what do we actually have here? What broke? Whoa, was it that Wolf's current cone? No, I did not go for a quid pro quo, one for sheer feeling. That's right. That's right. Quid pro quo is currently with Bailu. But it may not be the perfect one. I definitely have homework. There's definitely homework here. One of which is to just finish building Serval already. And a lot of practice to do. Oh yeah, another thing I would like to see if this account would be even capable of playing Currency Wars while sticking to the rules of engagement. Now that is going to be difficult. Really difficult. Mostly because I'd have to remember who I can and cannot use. It's just not as easy as it sounds. Not nearly as easy as it sounds. Hmm. You know what? Let's actually do it. Like, seriously. Let's get on Currency Wars. To see if I can actually do it with it while staying within the rules of engagement. Now, technically, as per my rules, Currency Wars is actually exempt from the rules. Because it does not give me access to the full roster. But I would like to try to see if I can stick with the rules. It also offers me a way to grind stuff weekly, which doesn't hurt. But it also means I'm going to have to keep the list of allowed characters on my second screen all the time. Yeah, hey Jade. What are you doing here? A lucrative partnership, eh? A generous return, you say. Well, you know, in my experience, nothing good really comes up out of messing with getting mixed up with the IPC. Just gotta sweeten the pot. Money doesn't lie, huh? It's gonna be interesting to see if I can even make it through the tutorial. And to be honest, Jade, I don't really quite trust you yet. Oh, recognize this place? This is Sunday's office. Or should I say Sunday's former office. Yeah, it isn't very familiar. When the owner's away, you're just setting up store and acting like you own the place. And I thought you were all going to Pier Point. Eventually, are you sure you should say that right in front of her? What do you mean going to war again? There is nothing corporate about this one, I have to say. Since I'm already here. Since I'm already here. Let's go through to see if I can even make it through the tutorial. Now, the tutorial is going to force my hand on which units to use. So the tutorial itself is exempt from the rules, because it's going to hold my hand. But it's not going to hold my hand perfectly, because if you... here's the fun part. If you don't play this optimally, as in, if you don't follow what the tutorial tells you to do, you can actually soft lock yourself in the tutorial and then you'll have to restart. Wait, This is new. This is new. They've changed the tutorial. Well, I suppose it makes sense they would have changed the tutorial with the updated mechanics, but... Wow, I did not expect this. I wonder if the soft locking is still possible, though. No, the soft lock yourself. I'm not even going to tell you how to soft lock yourself, but let's just say, they give you a hint if you want to survive. Never let this row become completely full under any circumstances before going to battle. Never start a stage with this full. You will regret it. Rules are made to be broken. Yes, I know how this works. I've played so many rounds of this. Now, I'm not nearly as addicted to Currency Wars as a friend of mine is, but I still have played a lot of it. You know what? Let's put this on auto. You don't really need to think at this stage. When it comes to combat, you don't really need to think. Yes, upgrades, so now we get a scripted doctor ratio upgrade. And this is going to be these battles are so easy that I just put them on auto and let the game play itself. Not even touching the keyboard right now. Guess I don't need to. As you can see, the game can do everything just fine. It is good that they updated the tutorial though, considering it used to be possible to soft lock yourself. I do wonder if it's possible now. Okay, so we now want to go for the IPC. We still want to go for the IPC. That's true that he's more of a follow-up attack unit. Oh, come on, don't make me do that! Just because she's not needed, it doesn't mean I can't use her. I could just, purchase experience and add her to the back row. Why do you have to be so cruel? Now, unfortunately, this tutorial is quite long. And it has been criticized for being rather tedious as well. They did revamp it. But regardless, there's very little for me to do while the game plays itself. So I'll just sit back and talk. Though I'm not really quite sure what I should talk about. Damn, Asheville is just going to town on those enemies. Still doing less damage than Ratio, but Wow. Just eating those off, are you? And yeah, and yet the shadow is still hungry. It's always hungry. Never grown satiated. And now you let me purchase experience. No suitable members of staff, so you refresh. And I got Robin. That's going to be buffing the units and advancing them forward. Well, that was just one hit KO. Now, Veritas ratio, you and your stylus. How hard is he throwing that thing? How much rage does this university professor have behind those swings? To throw that stylus hard enough to one-shot an enemy. Yeah, winning streak. I get it. So now the game wants me to upgrade ratio. Now it is going to give me what I need, unless I decide to start doing whatever and fail at the goal and by running out of money. No, every single one of the enemies is just going to melt. As soon as ratio gets a turn, they're just going to start melting. That's one. That's two. Three. And four. And five, finally. Oh, thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. Your wood stages are generally fairly easy unless you pick the one that changes them to giant trotter stages. Those things do not go down without a fight. They're so bulky. It's very hard to take them down with full strength. Alright, let's just do a... Got plenty of funds. Keep recruiting staff members. Now we have a scripted Topaz encounter. So this does the follow-up attack and IPC combo. Which, I don't think I've actually even gotten on my other account. But yeah, it is true that, thankfully, you don't need to completely defeat the trotters. You can just reduce their HP just enough. Otherwise, it would be impossible without completely optimizing your gameplay. Oh, pass! overpowered much? Well, then again, Dr. Ratio is also one-shotting the waves, but with a much lower damage rate. He was trying though. He did make an honest effort to catch up with Topaz. With that, the first half of the tutorial is completed. Notice I said first half. There's still parts of the game that it hasn't even gone to. And by the way, the opponent is too weak. Let me take some notes while we're at it. Now the 4.2 details. Just claim the rewards. There's a lot of rewards to claim. Still have essential level. So far we are only at 1. And we also get some advantages. Like this one triggers techniques automatically. There are other ones that are, well, basically all of these are really good. And you want to unlock everything. And now this is the second part of the tutorial. Once again, it used to be possible to soft lock yourself. Oh, we have 2 planes this time round. And now we have the investment environments. So this one is for the AoE attack, and we get hurt on Tribi. Both of them are characters I cannot even use on my main game. Like, actually none of these are characters I can use, like, at all on this account. By virtue of them not appearing on the Astral Express as visitors. I have to say. Madam Herta, I assume you're going to be as, proper, as always. Let's check the store. You're going to give me an AoE attack unit. It's going to be, of course, Jade, because, I suppose even Jade must love herself. At least a little. Or a lot. I don't know. I can't exactly read her mind. But now we have an IPC and AoE bond. That was easy. Now we shall 5. And now Ruan May for Cosmic Scholar. Which summons an adorable little cat cake. Those things are just the cutest things ever. If there's one reason to do Ruan May event, it's those things. In fact, yeah, let's do it. Let's do the Ruan May questline next. I want to interact with these cuties. They're absolutely adorable. And Ruan May is an absolutely horrible mother. Okay, right. Oh, right. Can't track the Cosmic Scholar. Need to focus. Okay, we are focusing on interest feature. So basically, if you don't spend all your coins, you get more coins on victory, which incentivizes saving money for later. However, if you can't save too much, you can't clear the stages because your team is too weak. Which is why it's important to find the right balance between spending and saving to make sure you can properly clear the game. Now once I'm done with the tutorial, I will do one currency wars run, and then we will go to Ruanmei. Okay, now we have the item mechanic. Let's give that to Herda. Does the fly phase? Yep, Tribby. Give me Tribby. Lucky Star, which conveniently is something you can give Herda. Now, I'd actually forgotten you can give basic weapons to characters. I've completely forgotten that I can do that, since I never do that normally. I usually just stack the basic weapon and combine them over here. Completely forgotten that you can actually give these to characters straight up. And there's the cat cakes! There's the little cat cakes and right there in the background. They're just... They don't even fight, they just sit by and give you more rewards. They cheer you on. Aren't you glad you get to enjoy characters that I can't use? Even if it's just a tutorial. And as we know, tutorials don't count for anything. Not to mention, as I said, this game mode is technically exempt from rules. It's a complete combat after preparation. Actually, let's not. This is just a reward stage, no need to prepare for that one at all. Plus, you shouldn't spend all your money during the tutorial. Again, risk of getting soft-locked. You know, for a game as handholdy as Star Rail with the tutorials, I never thought I would say that a tutorial does not hold your hand enough. But it is possible to put yourself in a situation where you cannot complete the task that you're supposed to do, which means you are soft-locked and have to restart the tutorial. And as you have already noticed, I'm sure, the tutorial is long. The last thing you want is to restart. Okay, basic weapon box, thank you very much. And that's how synthesizing items works and how I usually do it. Let's see if I can actually... let's not push my luck. The team should be perfectly capable. It is a tutorial after all.
いずれ風に吹き落とされる
And here, we may witness the glorious overpoweredness of Aventurine's shielding.
まだ苦しみたいな悪い子は誰
That shield is not going down. Oh, how many spins was that, Herda?
全てを失うかはたまた手に入れるか買いな
That was a lot of spins. Seriously, how many spins is that, Herda? What did I get? Oh! Oh, I got third on Annie. And a bit of a bonus. So we are supposed to deploy third up. Or the Herda. So I can now disassemble Herda, the puppet, and I give the items to Madam Herda. And also, we get Professor Anaxagoras, or as I'd like to call him, Annie, because he doesn't like to be called Anaxa, but Anaxagoras is such a mouthful, so Annie it is, and if you don't like that, you can accept another nickname that is appropriate. Between Anaxa and Annie, which one do you think you would like more? I'm pretty sure if I called him either one of them, I would be disintegrated to dust. But he's a fictional character, thankfully. He can't actually come after me. Or can he? Now that would be scary.
いずれ風に吹き落とされる
I'm pretty sure there's horror movies about that.
ひらでごま
まだ苦しみたいな
くるりん壊れないよ
やるぜ
いい風になって
Like, imagine a horror movie where you've been making fun of a fictional character so much that they get fed up with it and crawl through the computer to come after you. And now you have to live on the run, away from any computer screens, because every computer screen is a possible place for the character to crawl out of and come at you.
悪い子は誰かしら
Wouldn't that be scary?
なんだから
Okay, how many achievements have I already gotten for this fight? 3? I better check my achievements list after this one. Now, this point of the tutorial is going to basically give you free reign. So you don't really need to think too much about all these details. You can just focus on making the team stronger. Oh, you killed me, General. This is the third run. Why are you giving me General? Is it because it would be funny? Oh well. Let's just focus on the units that we have. Okay, there. Now I got Thirta at a bit of a higher level. That was that. Now we have a reward stage coming up. After which I'm going to do what I usually do, which is blow out all my money and upgrade the team as much as I can.
いずれ風に吹き落とされる思考を広げてくるりん
The herd certainly likes to spin around. Now this is interesting. Okay, now we have 3 items on herd up. The game is still giving me free reign. So is regular herd also. What does this make, by the way? Oh, lightning boots. Okay, so you have a third of those items. Herda can get those boots. So now we are a bit more optimized. And now time to blow through our money. We have a lot of. And see what we can make out of it. Okay, General, well, since you keep arriving, I will let you get on the team. Even though you are completely redundant. But he clearly wants my attention, so I will give him some of it. Okay, with that we are doing good. Actually, Rachel was redundant there. Let's see if we can get her to 3-star. Probably won't, but it would be interesting if I could. Well, that's another Annie. Oh. That was a bit of a mistake there. Okay, let's just clean things up here a bit. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Yeah, it definitely does not look like it's going to happen. It is not going to happen. That's for 3 cost or lower characters, and that's a 4 cost character, so it can't be used. Though it shouldn't really matter. This should be a sweep either way. And that's how G1 is to play. Well, we've already seen how it is to play from the Xianzhou questline though. It'd definitely be a game changer for the current Roblox. Flame Reaver is a very tough boss, I'm actually kind of scared of having to fight them with my current setup without a proper tank, so I really hope I get your part soon. Guess I'm supposed to. I need to grind some tickets. That's for sure. I'm going to need to grind lots of tickets for the standard gacha so that I can guarantee myself my own 5-star and get myself a guaranteed part, because goodness do I need them. His shielding is rather difficult since you have to balance energy regeneration with defense, but he is currently the best I can get. And are you leaving? You're not staying anymore? Okay, so those two leave. Jade will stay. And looks like I also got that while I was at it. Well, most of it. It is nice how you do get resources, so I will probably be grinding this out very soon. Off camera, of course. I do get a lot of rewards at this stage, so the progress is rather quick. Before we start, I'm going to just quickly check out the achievements that I got just now. Oh, I forgot about that one. And just 3 out of the currency wars. Now then, I have pulled out the list of characters that I can use on the side. So as a reminder, let's just put them on screen as well. Every character with a star next to them is a character I can use, whether or not I have them. That's the small reminder. I'll just leave that up for a moment and start the first Currency Wars run, the lowest possible rank. Apparently I've got some rank rewards from that one as well. Oh. She's spoiling me. Spoil me rotten now, don't you? Now the bosses for this fight are Jabard, dang it, why aren't you on my team? Yanqing, and Pollux. Now Pollux is special because Pollux can actually do damage through shields. So ideally I'd like to have as many healers on the team as possible. Now the hard part is I can forget about synergy. Oh, you have got to be kidding me! I can't play with this one! What am I supposed to do with this? Can't believe I'm resetting my first ever game. Please tell me this is not fixed. Please tell me this is not fixed. Oh, this is still part of the... Excuse me. I forgot that this is still part of the tutorial. My bad. Looks like this is fixed. No, I don't. Completely forgot the tutorial continues this long. So this is still fixed. And actually, let's see. Let's check if it's fixed. If it's not fixed, then I can continue playing, but if it is fixed, If we get that same setup again, then this is fixed. And I have no choice but to play through that. Or actually play around it. Please don't be fixed. Okay, that's a different set of... That's the more annoying set of bosses, unfortunately. And it's not fixed. Good. It is not fixed. It's not fixed, which means we can get back to the regularly scheduled program from that small distraction. Yeah, it's just that kind of optional tutorial run for a feature I will not be able to use at all because my roster is so limited compared to everybody else. Let's go with extra money. Now out of these characters, I can use March, and I can use Asta. Unfortunately, the detective is no good. None of these are good. Please give me someone I can use. Oh, thank you very much. Asta's not a DPS, but she's the best I can do at the moment. Now I'm going to play this manual, even though it really doesn't matter. And it looks like Asta can kinda handle it. So being restricted is definitely going to make this a bit more difficult, but we are such a low difficulty level. It should be kind of trivial, even if I do restrict myself this much. The second reward stage should be fairly easy. It gets even easier once you unlock the advantage that sets every enemy on reward stages to 1 HP. So you quite literally just need to tickle them and they drop dead. So I have to say, just doing currency wars is definitely an incentive to unlock more characters. Because imagine if I could use more of them than just the ones that I currently have available. Now, since I'm so low on synergies, I'm going to go with an emblem. Oh, it's HP. It's the healer one. That one's actually really good. Now then, can I get somebody to fill the team? Is it even possible? I know it's possible, but looks like the game is just refusing to give me a proper DPS. Yes, I'm sure. If you're going to yell at me, game, then why not give me what I need? I'm not even sure if Asta is even capable of beating the proper stages. But it looks like that way was at least doable. Though if I do end up losing, this is going to be very funny. Because there are some characters that would be really good that I could get. But if they don't come out of the gacha, then they don't come out of the gacha. Well, at least I'm improving with my current characters. But I have to say, this is just my luck. This is the sort of luck stat I play with. Yes, there's no way else I can do this alone. Bro, I need to clear 2 stages right now and I'm out. This is a loss. Means we're going to lose HP because the game would don't give me a bloody DPS. None of these are good. Still nothing! I have a feeling that this run is a bust. Simply because I'm not getting a DPS that I need. Which means I don't have as many characters that I could use. Which means I don't get as many turns as I need. Yeah, this run is definitely a bust. Simply because of the RNG. Like, the game could have given me, I don't know, Danhong Inhibitor Luna, he could have been really good. And Himeko, she is on team, Well is a 5-star character, so 5+ character, so he's unlikely to come out of the gacha anytime soon. Pella does decent damage, she's also part of availability. Now I can't use Trailblazer in any form. Unfortunately. But regardless, there were team makeups that could have been done if the game would just give me a character. Ah, finally! Bit of an express cohort going on. Though I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. But we can try and hope. Now I'm just going to need to get more characters of the SP bond, which means it's gonna be Sparkle. I can't stand Sparkle, but in this game mode I can sometimes use her when I need her. And that was also not enough. Not enough. Definitely not enough. Oh, Hibiko! There. Just a bit more DPS. Which might be a little too late, but it's something. Yeah, I need to remember the equipment, but there's nothing good there. I just checked. Well, I suppose I can give Himako some boost. Now Celia I can use. Annie I can never use. Can never use. Can never use. Celia I can. Though she is currently not the best unit. But she's a unit. Oh, Sparkle. There she is. As frustrating as you are. I need SB. If you can't stand Sparkle's voice, I will not be upset if you decide to turn off the sound. She is kind of annoying. There's only so many SP characters that I can actually use. There's Nikador. You see, skill points. The only two characters that I can even use are them. So, I'm very sorry, but I'm going to have to use Sparkle. No, we only need to get to that one line for it to be considered a pass, but anything but perfect victory is going to cost us HP. You couldn't have done that a bit sooner, Sparkle? At least we are in the realm of a passing grade now. Though my faith in a perfect victory is very slim. Scratch that, a perfect victory is not going to happen. DPS is the problem. Alright, I can use Argenti. Though he's not really going to help much. Let's just spread him around a bit. Ideally, I would want Himeko or Danhong. But my faith is very low on clearing that specific boss. To be honest, the previous one would have been a lot easier. Well, right now... Oh! Don't mind if I do. That choice may be the difference between victory and defeat. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many hours you sink into currency wars. If you fail, you fail. The run is over. Let's see, we are halfway through a perfect victory. Just need to clear up everything. Yeah, I think this one is going to be a perfect clear. Well, let's go for overkill. That was nice. Even though it is a bit of an overkill to do 11 hits on an enemy that is not even half health. But still, an 11 hit combo feels nice when it happens. Now which ones would be better? Would it be better to... Can you... Weakness break damage? Oh, definitely that one. Because now I always have a skill point. At least when it's his turn. I have to say the characters are getting so high with HP. The HP stats are getting really high for every single character right now, so things just work better. And 13 hit combo. Yep, I don't think they stood a chance. It feels good to finally be making progress. No, she doesn't actually synergize well, but I think I would get more value actually. Why are you still here, Jade? Well, I do need more money to actually get that started, so I will try to save a bit. Now my hopes for the upcoming boss fight are low because I don't have a proper sub DPS. And that is a sub DPS that can handle going solo. Considering the mechanic of the fight, where the battlefield is essentially split into two. Or more like one of your characters is yeeted to a second dimension and has to fight enemies there on their own. While the rest of the team tries to fight the boss itself. It's gonna be tricky. It's going to be kind of tricky. Though I suppose every battle can be trivialized with excessive firepower. If they just got started on your half health, and a 12-hit combo should completely obliterate. Oh, Robin just upgraded herself. And Donald's getting stronger and stronger. Let's get her there. Let's see, what should I... Yep, I should definitely buff Sparkle there. Just sticking to the characters that I have. Right now is not the time to gamble on builds that cannot happen. Oh. Could upgrade Sparkle there, but I completely missed her. Oh, there she is, the Danganronpa reject. Oh, looks like Express Cohort is up. Non-functional. He's the most annoying creature ever. I suppose I just sweep those critters. And this is why I put Robin on the team. Oh, looks like this is gonna be pretty trivial. Actually, I think I'll put Asta there now. Because I kind of, want Donha on the main field. Because I think he will probably, do a bit of a sweep. Let's see how big of a combo we're gonna get this time. We have a 14 combo. Yeah, I think she's gonna melt. Wait, there is actually an achievement for failing to win. Well, yeah, that's gonna take a while to try. I mean, you don't usually want to lose. Twice! Yeah, that's gonna take some serious effort. Right, looks like we at least managed to clear that obstacle. I guess the fact that We're pretty well off on team power, does not hurt.
ユニゾンが響く星々の反響
非か落葉の天候の天候の
答え見つけてごらんまた足手まといみんな助けても何も出ないの
And now this is the second phase, and this is it. It is kind of nice that your overall damage does not actually go down at all, even in lower stages, but the enemies just get stronger than higher stages, so on lower levels the fights are kind of trivial, if you know what you're doing. At first it started to feel like this fight was complete bust, but then finally, managed to get the run going. Now I'm going to try to save a bit of gold. Since I'm pretty good on team HP right now, I'm going to use that opportunity to save a bit. Now, the only thing I can do is anti-gravity boots, and nobody can benefit out of from anti-gravity boots. And here we go. That's a one wave. Well, not completely, but let's just take care of the straggler. That's one wave. You know, every single player who uses Robin on their team either absolutely loves this song or absolutely despises this song because they keep hearing it all the time. And they probably know it by heart. Personally, I like it. Which is why I don't mind hearing it all the time. Liking it definitely helps, otherwise I would definitely be tweaking some settings to make sure I didn't have to listen to it. And now let's make that second wave disappear with a 16-hit combo. Yeah, Himiko already has that. And I don't think I can use Yanqing at all, yet. This for Donald already has it. So I could also give it to Himiko. Yeah, definitely. Heal Europe. Not really. Now I have a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I'm rich. Really rich. 103 star. What at this rate? Well, there's a lot of Z fighting going on in the background. Please don't pay attention to it.
怯えることはない。
Looks like Planarcadia is just falling apart. Excuse me, I'm just going to beat the stage as quickly as possible so we don't have to look at it. Oh. No. 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 Ugh. I can't believe that happened. Under normal circumstances. Oh, well. That's not nice. I was not expecting the game to crash without anything going on. What just happened? How? Why? I don't have anything going on my computer right now. Was me having paint open really that much? Oh well. It's very annoying when it happens mid-combat. I mean, we can just restart from the same battle. Same setup. Now, we cannot actually access the store at this point, so you have to actually redo the fight from the same circumstances. Yeah, there's just a sheer chance that it happened in the middle of a Sparkle's ultimate. Yeah, it can't be a coincidence. Can't be a coincidence at all. The fact that it happened at all is a problem. Like, a major problem. But at least now the scenery isn't fighting with itself. And I think that Z fighting that we saw in the background was a sign of that things were about to hit the fan, so to say. I really have several questions to my graphics card. And none of them are good. Oh well, this fight should be over now. Well, not quite apparently. There's still enemies appearing on the field. Looks like this one might actually fail. Yeah, that failed. I feel like I would have succeeded the previous round, but oh well. Oh, Japart! Japart! Welcome to the team. Definitely need that. I can afford it. Every time the game stutters, I worry it might crash. Well, at the very least, I suppose we can be thankful that the game had the courtesy to crash alone. And not take the entire graphics drivers with it. Doesn't look like I'm getting many of those good combos now. Yep, that was the goal. That was the goal, now we're good. Now we're good to go. Overprotective. I didn't think I'd get that achievement here. It's an achievement you get when you cast Jabbar's shield, but win the battle without the shield taking a single hit. Can't use you. I think I'll take that one. Okay, let's see if I can actually get the soul. And there it is. Well, no, think about it, that might have been a guarantee. That one may have been a guarantee. But right, final fight. Time to blow all my money on character upgrades. If you sometimes wonder if I didn't buy a certain character, it's probably because I missed them. Now Zelda's not gonna get a chance to shine at all. And it's unlikely I will be able to upgrade Robin. So yeah, 3-star Donghong or bust. That's 3-star Donghong. Yep, and that's probably gonna be about it. Oh, no, not quite. Make a pair of meteor wings. Put them on Asta. Now these are not gonna be doing much, but we'll see. I'll see if I can beat this. It may not be possible, it may be possible. I may not have enough HP to survive a loss. We'll see. But how dare you bully Huohuo? Hasn't she summoned it up? 17-hit combo after that one. Wow. Donghong, thank you very much. Thank you very much, dear, for getting angry on my behalf. Now, give that thing hell. Good job. Thank you for the ultimates.
開拓者たちに真なる祝福を。
戦輪は結晶を世を注ぐ。この力が騒いで健康の荒波、健康の荒波。
13 hit combo. That's enough to slide right through that wave. No, I doubt it's gonna be a perfect victory. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be one. That's the part. He can take a punishment. Okay. Oh. That's pretty close to a perfect victory. I have to admit. Nobody is getting past the shield. Not on my watch. Oh, you're gonna have to take one for the team. It's okay. Shield's up. And that's a 14 hit combo. Getting all the good combos here. Yeah, the Hong was really angry. That was a perfect victory. Oh, even though it wasn't a very highly rated victory, it was a perfect victory. And this in spite of the rough start. In spite of the rough start, that turned out pretty decently. If I do say so myself. But damn, if you wanted to see how long Currency Wars runs take, just look at the clock. That took ages. I'm never getting the bomb links done. But that was quite a bit of progress. And a lot of tutorials. Still going? There is a lot of tutorial here. Okay, we're done. Look, 47 changes in tutorial. You know what? I'm about to do something controversial. Look away. If you care about saving Star Rail passes and saving GS for Star Rail special passes, look away. Okay, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Anyway, how about a 10 pull? I may not get what I need, but I should at least get something. Fingers crossed. If I get a 5-star, that's even better. If I get Japard, that's the best possible outcome. That is a no part. That was a complete bust. But at least I got supply cones. Yeah, magical mysterious extra tickets, nothing happened. Unfortunately, the poll did not give me anything good, but the next one should be on a soft pity, so I should be getting something then, whenever that may be. But yeah, no. That was the part of the currency wars that I was planning on doing. It only took forever. As you can see, it's doable under my rules of engagement, but it's definitely tricky. It's tricky. It's a lot of trouble for a game mode that is technically exempt from the rules, but hey. And now, I did mention that I was planning on doing Ruin May's questline. And that is over here in the story section. It should be available now. Oh, right. I completely forgot. I should completely forgot where it is. There it is! Found it! Your prerequisite mission? When the stars of ingenuity shine. And for that, we start by reading Hurda's message. Now, who's Ruan Mei? Now, doing this quest will also unlock Ruan Mei as a playable character, even though I don't actually have her myself. Just yet. So in a way, it's a little early. But it does also give you a recipe for a very good item at the end.
ルアンメイ聞き覚えがあるようなないような
And by give, I mean it. And by give at the end, I mean it's a recipe that becomes available once you're done with the quest. You actually have to beat the boss. So now, Herda, what is this about Ruan Mei?
カカムによってほとんど始末されたと思ってたからあまり期待してなかったんだけどあれ誰かと思えばあら戻ってきたの
Iris, with the crowd today.
もちろん3人の天才が集まるんだから今はちょうど特別な時期だから各家が天才クラブの大物を迎える準備をしてるのよミス・ルアン・メイは控えめな人だから大勢での出迎えは好まないかもしれないだから彼女の好みに合わせて全てをシンプルにするようにとスタッフには指示したわそれにね数日前にもクラブメンバーの肖像画が飾られてる場所に案内して彼女の分も作ろうとしたんだけど断られてしまったの本当に理解できないま、彼女が良ければそれでいいんだけどミス・ルアン・メイはお菓子が好きだって聞いてるからスタッフたちにブルーの伝統的なお菓子を用意させたのどのお菓子もとても気に入ってもらえたみたい
See, so she likes sweet treats, I see. Would I be able to meet this Ruan Mei?
まあ会えるんじゃない自分で探しに行けばここへ来るなり研究のための移送霊果を借りてそのままどこかへ行っちゃったからミス・ルアン・メイは本物の学者よ以前彼女は休憩でとある砂漠の惑星に立ち寄った時にその地の種を反映させるっていう奇跡を起こしたらしいわ多分ただ何もない場所で自分の生命螺旋システムを試したかっただけじゃないルアン・メイは才能があるけど
残念ながらほとんど人付き合いをしないし、隠居じみた暮らしをしてる。要するに、あなたはこれだけを知っていればいいの。彼女はこのヘルタの学術パートナーになれるくらいの人物だってね。さあ。
Where is she right now?
わからないわ。でもミス・ルアン・メイは日常茶飯には興味がないみたいで、普段は主制御部分やホームにしか出入りしないの。そのあたりを探してみたらどうかしら。
Oh, that's got a message. Oh, it's from the mysterious You Already Know Me. Her surveillance team. Lots of juicy news. Oh, what sort of juicy news? Roommate's coming from the station? Well, Richard, know it. Do I have some news for you? She is already here. Take Ultimate to the face. That name never ceases to make me laugh. It will never stop being funny. You know, you don't really need to work so hard. Yeah, Skrill is pretty chill. I was actually a little scared of Skrill when I first saw him, but he turned out to be a really chill, nice guy. Nothing bad to say about him. He's just a respectable, intellectual guy.
ホームの端に誰かいる。もしかして彼女が。
And there's Ruan Mei. Just enjoying her cake. Lady, what are you doing? You have crumbs on your face.
こんにちは。驚かせてしまっていたらごめんなさい。仕事の癖なんです。接触によって知覚を解放し、生命に関する詳細を脳に流し込む。そうすることで、あなたの生物学的構造を理解しやすくなります。これは脱構築と再構築の基礎です。おや、緊張しないでください。あなたは健康です。完璧な実験サンプルですよ。私はそういったものが好きなんです。
Perfect experimental sample, huh? Well, that comes, with the territory when you're a homunculus. And by the way, there are some crumbs in the corner of your mouth.
本当ですか？すみません。あまりにも風景を楽しみすぎて夢中になってしまったようです。私は宇宙ステーションにはそんなに出入りしていないので、今日この場所を知ったんです。見晴らしがよく心が落ち着きます。ハスの葉、梅の花、もち米、それからアイシングの香りにぴったりです。ここにいらしてください。ほら、ブルーの惑星が足元に見えるでしょ。生き生き
I don't wonder what that planet is.
あ、このデザートも美味しいですよ。半分どうぞ。
No thank you. I don't accept food from strangers.
お気に召しませんでしたか？こ このためにとても頑張ったんですよ。ぜひ食べてみてください。甘いスイーツは花が咲く姿を思い出させてくれます。一口ずつ食べていくと、その香りが口の中に広がっていくんです。
You know, I really wish there was an option to actually say no.
あなたにも気に入ってもらえるといいんですが。
Because Trailblazer is a pushover. Whatever you choose, you will end up eating the snack.
美味しいですか？次回はもっと
But I have to
伝えて
say,
おきますね。スティーブン・ロイドの元を訪ねるときはいつもイチゴのお菓子を持っていくんです。そうしないと顔を出してもらえませんから。
well, Stephen Lloyd is a shy guy, so basically you're just bribing it with food, like taming a feral cat. But yeah, you'd think the Trailblazer would have already learned the lesson about accepting food from strangers and eating random things, but apparently he never learns. Just wait till I'm furious. The guy never learns.
素晴らしいスイーツですね。角砂糖 10g、 乾燥させた塩漬けの梅の花。焼き菓子作りと料理は宇宙を育てるようなものです。火加減を調節し、司祭を考え、いかなる状況に遭遇しても慌ててはいけません。
Okay, so the dessert has 10 grams of sugar in total and one self-preserved plum blossom. Now, what are the rest of the ingredients that I need to actually make that? I mean, the sugar is not the only thing. I mean, that was a mochi, I think, so I'm going to need some other ingredients like rice flour. But I'm going to need quantities. Quantities, girl.
残念ながら宇宙ステーションは人が少し多すぎます。喧騒はお菓子に最適とは言えません。話は変わりますが、あなたは私の研究を覚えていますか？
Well, all I know is that it's related to biology.
覚えてない。俺はトイレの物語を研究することしか興味ないんだ。
Yeah, you should really be careful what you put in your mouth.
どういうことだ？俺は何を言ってる？
そうなんですか。かわいい趣味ですね。
Well, I don't do that. Stop putting words in my mouth and give me an antidote.
ただ今後同じようなことが起きたときは事態を理解するまで表情に出さないようにしてください。さもないと全身が好きだらけになりますよ。もう一度やってみましょう。まだ何か聞きたいことはありますか？
Well, I would normally have a lot to ask, but what did you feed me?
美味しいお菓子だな。もっとくれないか？どうして思ってることが言えないんだ？
食いしん坊な方ですね。いいでしょう。レシピを教えてあげます。
No, I really wish this was a recipe that was found in the game. I kind of like making video game recipes, to tell you the truth.
私と一緒に歩きましょう。美味しいお菓子を食べた後は散歩が最適ですよ。
I mean, it's not always possible to try out
暇つぶしにもなりますし。
the foods from video games, but when it is possible, it's actually quite nice.
人がいなくなるとここはとても静かですね。まるで以前行ったことのあるノーマンズランドのようです。あなたは生命が存在しない世界を想像することができますか？
Well,
そこでは地平線の果てにある恒星が見えます。巨大なターコイズブルーの恒星が奇跡に沿って動き、盤上の光の下には 白くぼんやりした大地だけが広がっているんです。私と母は静かな氷河を生き、世界中を旅して生命の痕跡を探し、いろいろ不思議な現象に遭遇しました。それはまるで申し訳ありません。少し難しい話をしてしまったようですね。緊張しないでください。私に敵意はありませんし、あなたの言語中枢に手を出すなんてあまりに失礼です。ただちょっと薬を加えただけですよ。
That is exactly what normal people call interfering. Well, at least I have something to talk to Boothill about. Something to bond with.
数日前、私はヘルタにあなたに興味があることを匂わせました。模擬宇宙での数少ない接触によって確信したからです。
You know, I've barely touched that thing.
でもこの世界に漏れない秘密などありません。だから私は自分以外の人間をあんまり信用できないのです。ですからあなたに渡したお菓子に反自白剤を加えました。体に害はありません。ただあなたが私の質問に答えようとすると本当の気持ちを話せなくなるだけです。私の研究を守りつつあなたの身を守るための一種の保護機能だと思ってください。一切の面倒事が解決したら解毒剤をお渡しします。
Paranoid, aren't you?
それに見返りとして報酬も渡しますね。あなたの望みをすべて満たしてあげましょう。
I still have some trust issues, do you? And, by the way, I'm still upset.
でしたらもっと多くの報酬をお渡ししましょう。
You think money is gonna make all of this go away?
宇宙ステーションに到着した時にヘルタからセセルカルが作った位相霊果をお借りしました。他のメンバーの研究成果からヒントを得たかったんです。実際にちょっとしたアイデアが浮かんだのでここで生命体の培養を試みました。それは一種の生まれながらにして天才である新しい生命体になると思ってました。それらに天才クラブ会員番号8番のラムの名前をつけるつもりだったんですが、
You know, the very concept of what you're doing is terrifying.
どこで何を間違えたのか、それらは意識を持つようになったものの天才には程遠い存在になりました。しかも私の放任主義は逆効果だったようで、先日新しく育てた数体の小生命体が脱走してしまいました。
Oh.
ヘルタやアスターには介入してもらいたくなくて、ですからあなたにその小生命体を回収してもらいたいんです。
Well, I suppose I have no choice.
宇宙ステーションのスタッフたちはまだそれらを訪問客だと思ってるはずです。多くの人を驚かせて不要なトラブルを起こしたくはありません。よろしくお願いしますね。回収した小生命体はどこかに収容すれば大丈夫です。
Oh, that was how the quest starts. So now we need to go and find these little runaway experiments, but that is a story for another week. Well, like I said, we did manage to get at least some things done today. We unlocked Popo, so that's an achievement. Shayoi I cannot actually even use at all, so pulling her from the gacha was a complete bust. But anyway, there is a lot for me to do. There is the triple drop event, for instance, currently going on, which I definitely need to take advantage of to the fullest. Now, I've already done one done one round. There's also another round to do, and a lot more grinding. Like, a lot more grinding. But I don't think I will be putting this run on a hold just yet. Instead, next week we will be continuing with this as per normal and hope that we don't get any more trouble from the game itself. Now, I wish I could update the drivers to the newest ones and check if AMD has fixed whatever it is plaguing me, but unfortunately, the latest driver that is available is the one from March. You know, the one that made my system crash every 10 seconds. So yeah, there is no chance of me actually using that one. But yeah, I hope things will get resolved, but ultimately this is out of my hands. But we will try on Friday, well, I mean on Monday, in a week's time to see if everything goes well. But before that, there is Friday's Genshin stream, which is happening on schedule as per normal, because unlike Star Rail, Genshin has not been temperamental yet. Famous last words. But yeah. Until then, have a good night. Have a good week. Don't overwork yourselves. And see you I hope to see you in chat on Friday. Bye bye.